All right, Coach, the bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Look at me. Go. Go. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Yes. Yes.
Reset. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Cut.
6-6. Bullet high. Hit it.
To throw is Morgan on first down. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Here we go. 30 base. 80 weapon.
It's going to be a long day. Switch. Kill.
Let go.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Go. Shit.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, Echo. Now.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the back.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Hard. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Morgan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round, but they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
180. Hey, alert. My time.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will. And his first carry loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the edge. Begin, begin, begin.
Check 52. Check not, check not.
Here's Morgan. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Go. Rock, rock it, rock it. Look, squeeze.
Check safety, check safety.
Now Morgan looking to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You're out.
Tighten up.
Hey.
Kill.
Morgan now, operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Mayfield to throw it. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This is caught. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
61, match 5, lights. Hey, high 7. Go on, go on. Look at me. Go on, go on. 49, check 49, check 49. Let's go.
Morgan to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Hey, wahoo! Check hot route. Hot, hot. Look at me. Zipper. Check 4. Shit. Watch the shit. He's coming. We got jump. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Morgan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1.
Watch Mike. Here we go. Recon, 132 fighter.
5-2 the Mike 5-2. He runs.
Hey, lock it. Shit. Big grip.
To throw is Morgan. Going to throw again. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 33. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
King. Regular. Run.
Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Topper! Go!
Here's Morgan. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hard.
Back to throw. Morgan. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Mike 52. We ain't giving him nothing today. Yep, 6'6", bullet high. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 25, check 25.
Now Morgan throwing on third and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Yeah.
65. Tight dog.
Morgan now on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morgan. Caught here by Bell. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bucky Hodges. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Morgan throwing to start the drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, 84 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now. How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can. Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think? I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding so far so good for him. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Then you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game. I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied. And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward. Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll rifle this one deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears. There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet at head, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
General West, Bravo. 9. 42.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
To throw is Morgan. Looking to throw on second down. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
A gain of 15. First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
King.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Go, get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they can't bring him down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Go.
Here's Morgan throwing on first down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
Go, go.
Mike 57.
First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
A second down throw from Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
He's checking.
Point it right. Alert. Right touch.
A first down throw from Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. That one is caught by Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Right there.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And again, it's Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
We got this.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yep. He can't hang. Topper, 5.
Now Morgan from the gun, he'll throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Take 3. 2-18,
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, my 7.
Shit. Check. Crunch. Shit.
Yes. Hey, wahoo. On the ball. 52. On the ready.
Morgan now, operating from the gun. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense, it no longer was.
Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Everyone, you got 4 down. Check.
King.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 49, Jets 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you. Hard. Hit it.
They'll run again with Cannon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You go tight. Protein spill. Rock it. Tighten up.
Kill.
Look, squeeze. Check 50. Man.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You're not ready. Slam.
General West. Hey, exit. By 52.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's go.
You're out.
Let's go.
Now. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Back to throw. Morgan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
You can't block me.
Real.
36. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Shift.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Chubb on the counter. Shedding the tackler. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mayfield now. Throw left side complete. That's Carlson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Jets have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42.
Morgan, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw is Morgan. Throwing again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Morgan. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Switch.
Ready.
Now Morgan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready.
42's the mic.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Morgan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Daniel Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hurry, hurry.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Browns.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Redskins are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock.